My grandfather was always whistling when I was a kid. That's how I fell in love with such great music such as this, because he would whistle some of these tunes. I got to see something I'd never seen in my life on live television a few weeks ago. Some of you might have watched it as the crew from Artemis II splashed down to the Pacific Ocean. I was just finishing up a gig in Philadelphia. I let my crowd out early just so I could see their return. And as they came back down to earth after having gone around the moon, I immediately thought of this song that you whistled on your way in. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.